An exclusive look inside Gaza and the humanitarian aid efforts underway there. Bill Hemmer on the ground. Take a look.
This is the way it has gone for more than 2 months at this location, one of 4 throughout the Gaza Strip. Mostly men for now. The women, the children come a bit later. The lucky ones got the potatoes, the onions, and the really lucky ones got the flour.
Bill Hemmer, you are there on the ground as well. Can I play for you just a little bit more? This is you amongst the packaging and the pallets of food there. Watch.
The distribution itself doesn't last long.
No, you'll see that all this food here will be gone in about 15 minutes.
15 minutes.
Yeah.
All of this.
They all come in, flood in here. They have bags they'll stuff the food into, throw the bag on their shoulder, and they'll head out north.
And then you guys clear out and you get ready for another day.
Correct. And we'll let people stay behind for another hour or so after that, because all this, the packaging and the pallets, they'll all be used by the people that all take that back up north to their homes with them.
Bill, it's an incredible fortune for us to have you there on the ground as our eyes and ears. And can you maybe describe the scope and scale of the operation as you've seen it over the last couple of days?
Yeah. Dana, good to hear your voice. I can tell you, food in Gaza is a currency. And we saw that play out today in a significant way. And not just the food, but you heard him describe the pallets and the boxes. It's almost as if everything has a price tag on it because the people inside Gaza are so desperate. By the way, Gaza's to my right. We're in the northern section of Gaza. If you were to fly like a bird, it runs about 26 miles north to south. In the northern sector, it runs about 4 miles wide. In the south, it runs between 6 and 7 miles wide. Within that area, you have 2 million people now fighting to survive. Also within that group of people, you have Hamas. Also within that group of people, you have the remaining 50 some odd hostages, of whom we believe 20 are still alive. What comes next is a massive question for Israel, for the Prime Minister, Benjamin Netanyahu. I mentioned last hour, we're going to sit down with him later in the week and we'll put a lot of these questions to him. The men we met today are with the Gazan Humanitarian Foundation, okay? For a lot of viewers, you've never heard this group before, and frankly, that's because they are brand new. They filed for an LLC in Delaware 6 months ago. Dana, they only started operating here a little more than 2 months ago at the end of May in the southern part of Gaza near the town of Rafah. They've had fits and starts. They've had a lot of challenges, but what we saw today was a group of former American Special Forces who are committed to this cause. And in a way, you could say they have done impressive work in just about 60 some odd days, but this is a huge challenge for them to meet. President Trump has granted them $30 million to get the operation rolling. That, in addition to millions more from donor nations around the region, have got them up and running. And with that force and the Israeli Defense Force operating pretty much hand in hand in southern Gaza, they're able to feed people in a way they have not been before. So our viewers know what the objective here on behalf of the Israelis and the Trump administration. They want to take Hamas and cut them out of the equation. What they will tell you is that time and again in conflicts past, they have seen Hamas come in and maintain control because they have access to the aid. And in the past, that aid had been controlled by the United Nations. Now, this group we were with say that they tell us they're willing to work with the UN, but that's been a bit of an uncomfortable relationship to date. It doesn't mean it can't come together. And for the people in Gaza, they want it now, they want it today, they want it tonight. Those conversations continue. It's difficult to say how they will pan out. But one more thought here, and I'll give it back to New York. Just so our viewers understand, we were embedded with this group earlier today. When we go in southern Gaza with them, we go where they tell us. We're at their mercy. And one thing I will say in their favor is that once we reached the site where they distributed food, we could record anything, we could talk to anyone we wanted. There were no restrictions except for one, and that is they want us to blur the faces of the Palestinians who work on behalf of GHF, serving the food to the thousands who come to this site. In Gaza right now, you've got 4 sites up and running. They want to get more. They would do it today if they could, That may take some time, and maybe this week we get a bit more news on that. And I think certainly the people there, they're willing to do it. And for the 2 million or so folks in Gaza, they'll take it now, Dana.
Bill, this is Jillian. Those pallets of food, we're seeing lots of the video that you and the crew are gathering there. It looks like cities of food, but as much as it is, as you talk about, the need is so much greater. There's about 500,000 people in Gaza on the brink of starvation. We are made to understand, has what you have seen on the ground given you any hope that some of the worst of that starvation could be, prevented?
Yeah, great question. I'm not a doctor, but what I saw today were a lot of healthy people who were very energetic. Many of them were young, age 12, 14, 16, adults in their 50s and 40s with 5, 6, 7 children. They were healthy based on the way I viewed it today. It doesn't mean what's going on the other side of that area is not the case, but that was my observation so far today. It's only one snapshot of what we saw within several hours inside of Gaza.
Yeah.
All right, Bill Hemmer, thank you for being there. Stay safe, and we'll see more of your reporting later today.
Talk to you later.
Thank you, Bill.
I'm Steve Doocy.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.